Real life street stars. We in here with Dee Dee Kay from the Driver's Seat podcast, man.
What's up with it, man?
Black excellence in the building, man.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
Yeah.
Hey, now one thing I will say is, I think I reached out to you. I'm like, man, I love what you're doing. We need to get on the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And you was like, man, I'm gonna have to get like a throw the camera set up on the car. And I was
Y'all
like, nigga,
inspire some shit. Y'all.
I was like, nigga, half of us was in the back in the dark. I'm like, that's how much in love with your platform I was, man.
I respect that, bro. But y'all gave me the idea. See, y'all actually are the reason I'm finna revamp a lot of shit. Cause I do have groups and shit here and there. Y'all might have been the first or second group to reach out to me, but I have had other episodes with people in the back, but you can't really see them or they input didn't matter. But you might want to chime in. So now I'm gonna get a second camera. I'm probably gonna change the whip too for season 2.
Nah, for real. I mean, honestly, what you're doing, you could do a lot of different shit with what you're doing, but we'll touch on that in a minute. We'll touch on that in a minute.
We're gonna touch on it because you got a lot of shit going, and we don't want to skimp on you, man. Because I do feel like your platform is underrated. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about you being underrated as an artist, man. Because that's where all this shit start from. You know what I'm saying? We were just chopping it up back then, talking about eargasm and back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Sirree.
So let's talk about your musical history, man. Like you know, for people who don't know you as an artist, what are, you know, some of the songs that they could check out, you know what I'm saying?
I got some shit doing numbers out there. Bend That Ass Over, probably my biggest record. Shout out T-Real, you know what I'm saying? I used to rap with T-Real. And shit, we had a big clique, big movement out here. If you sleep under a rock and don't know, a lot of people know. Yeah. But shit, Bend That Ass Over, one of my biggest records. Had another song called Dallas Honey, produced by Ryan ESL.
Oh,
so I had some shit.
Shout out Ryan.
Yep.
So let's talk about that Boogie movie because you had one of them Boogie producers. You know what I'm saying? Ryan ESL, if y'all don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely a classic artist. That whole time frame of the Boogie era. You know what I'm saying? What was your personal take on it? Did you fuck with it? Was you one of the people like, nah, we gangster, man?
Those two records I named was two pretty much Boogie records, big Boogie records towards the tail end of the Boogie movement. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of weird shit. I probably was one of the people like, I don't want us to be known for that. Because I felt like I was a spitter at the time, but I was still making them records. But being a Dallas native, living in Dallas at that time, and I lived in downtown Dallas at the height of the Boogie movement, man, it was just...
Oh, you was out there when them lines was packed around the...
Yeah, bro, like, to me, that is our culture. Like, that time is... Like how Houston got lean and shit.
Yeah, nah.
That's our shit.
We had that moment, bro.
We had that nightlife.
What's fucked up is a lot of that Boogie movement, a lot of cats that know them was Dallas artists.
Exactly.
As far as even in the city, not only worldwide. It's like they didn't really show that. Why do you think that is as far as, do you think just the records were just so much bigger than the artists at that moment in time?
Man, it was. Because I remember B King, I don't remember what interview he said this on, but he said something that stuck with me. That damn Dallas artists, they get a song and they get signed, versus Houston, you might know the artist, but they not getting signed. You know what I'm saying? You might know a lot more of their songs. So the songs was, way bigger. They was sweeping the nation, but we didn't have, like, no foundation to really know how to maneuver as an artist. We just was making hit records, you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like it's weird? I always feel like Dallas and Houston, right? We're like 4 hours away, but it's like almost disconnected completely.
Super disconnected.
It's almost like they're in their world and we're in our world. And you know, I root for them just like I'm sure they root for us. But why do you think it's so disconnected as far as like you don't see Dallas niggas going to Houston to try to get on. They'll go to Atlanta before they go to Houston.
Exactly. That's crazy, right? I never thought about that when you put it that way. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just like they got that big brother shit over us. We just want to, I think we still trying to find our own identity. So where we
in music history, they do got that big brother.
That's where I say that, but
they got like a lot. I mean,
we a major market, so we like, man, we our own Houston, low key. You know what I'm saying?
So, which, you know, and I do want to touch on this as far as every artist. You know, hell, we all used to rap back in the day. You know what I'm saying? We, you know, some of us still do. It's like you have that moment of where you're like, okay, I'm in this, but you know, there's other lanes I could kind of maneuver.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the business of music. I love creating. I love the music industry, but there's probably other lanes that I could do. What was it for you that made you just kind of push that to the side? Man. I mean, not push it to the side, but open up a new avenue, a new lane.
Yeah, bro. It was, man, to be honest, my first time going to a label, I was an artist, but I was considering myself an artist, but deep down in my heart, I knew I wasn't putting in artist work. I went to a
real shit.
I went to a label meeting with Kaash Paige. I was there with her when she got before she got signed, like one of the first meetings.
Yeah, shout out Kay.
I was there for a meeting with Splurge. I was with his manager at the time. Shout out Reallyfe. I've been to a few different label meetings, and then I just wasn't ready. I knew, but all my friends pretty much was execs or on their way to doing something in that lane, and it was like, okay, I'm not really prepared as an artist for my friends to push me. I had to really sit there and analyze and not take it personal. Like, they not really here for me or pushing me, or I'm in the meeting, they not even mentioning I rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, they really telling me like, shit, get behind the scenes. And at that time, I was really like trying not to be defensive or take it personal. I had to really sit back, and it organically happened. I feel like I organically got into this lane because it was what was around me. It was like there for me. And I really always had a passion for it. I always was watching y'all, you know what I'm saying, all the shit that's out here. I'm dub, I'm so about it, you know what I'm saying? And music, period, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Now, when you say you saw yourself and you weren't putting as much work in some of the others, what would you say you was probably lacking that you could have probably did a little better?
Man, it was just really, to be honest, bro, and I feel like this is for everybody.
Yeah.
You need you a good-ass engineer that you locked in with, and you need you a videographer. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people I had on my team, they wasn't consistent, but I believed in them so much to where, you know what I'm saying, they just gotta, I believed in them so much to where I probably fucked with them longer than I should type shit. You know what I'm saying?
How much do you think loyalty holds artists back in general?
Oh, man, a lot. Because my partners used to tell me that. Some of my partners, you know what I'm saying, used to tell me like, damn, you still fucking with him and he ain't really delivering. You know what I'm saying? Cause of the homie factor probably, you know what I'm saying? Or because of the better price.
Right.
Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of that shit, that's kind of why you need somebody in between, so it's no emotional connections and shit, you know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about it, man. You started as an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then somewhere along the line, you built this dope-ass platform, the driver's seat. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me about, because it's so much different than everything you see out here in Dallas for sure. Like, everybody has their style, but yours stood way out, right?
Yeah,
because you're in the
appreciate that,
car,
man.
you're doing something different, you're asking fire questions. You know, you're getting super dope guests that niggas need to know.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with that whole concept?
Yeah, now if you notice too, my concept, my focus has been, I mean, I've sprinkled in some artists here recently, but it's really more based on behind the scenes people, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like people that's pushing buttons behind the scenes.
Facts.
But I really, cause I don't even be trying to clout chase on my shit. My shit is really, when I look at it in hindsight, it's like, damn, y'all some historians, I could tell by, cause a lot of people I wanna go get, I look up and y'all already got that interview, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
When it come to Dub, y'all, I mean,
We done ran through a few.
Yeah, anybody down there, you know what I'm saying? It's a couple I might have beat y'all on like recently since I started, but like a Corey Cloud, I know that's somebody that probably would be on yo.
It's fucked up because we like really fuck with Corey Cloud.
Yeah.
Bro, we be around.
There's a couple niggas you got. I'm like, we actually fuck with these niggas. They ain't even
We be around them. We just ain't like, hey, let's just sit down and, you know,
Yeah.
for situations unknown.
That was a good ass interview with Cloud.
I appreciate
Nah,
it.
definitely.
But yeah, I fuck with y'all because y'all will watch something like this. So it's a very niche audience. But I just felt like one day I was like, man, I just want to do this shit. Like, let me try to be as different as possible. You know what I'm saying? I already had a brand I was pushing, Drivers Inc.
Yeah.
So I just felt like it had to go something with it. It had to correlate with it. I've been pushing like drive shit for a while. Like even when I was doing music, just about ambition and delivering results in various environments is the acronym. You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing that, you know, we see, because, you know, we support all the Dallas media and Dallas bloggers that come on. You know, we try to have y'all on this platform. And the one thing I saw about your stuff was that it came off top professional. You had the brand. Everything was already there as far as logos and everything.
Yeah.
And you did one thing that we try to do early on was get, like, you know, sometimes you'll start off with, I'm going to just start, you know, with some small people that no one may know.
Yeah.
But you start off with some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
And almost, I feel like, me personally, I feel like you got some of them heavy hitters too early.
That's
like,
how I
'cause
feel.
it's like, bro, he got these heavy
That's how
hitters
I feel
sitting
the
here.
same way.
And it's like, but you have that access to get them. What is your thought process on just the people you interview? Of course, as you just stated, outside of music and kind of that,
Yeah.
but how do you go through the process of who you want next? Is it
Yeah.
you wait for the moment or you just...
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You hit that on the head, because Sean Cotton interview, he asked me to be on my shit, you know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
And it was a time where, damn, I don't want to pass this up right now. Like, fuck it, let me do it. So I really wish I would have waited for his interview. But yeah, when I first started, I had so much great momentum. I guess everybody was feeling that same way. Like, it's a good idea. I fuck with it. Like, I had no trouble. Like, really, since I started, I haven't really had much trouble. I still got a crazy archive. But shit, as far as, I don't know, man. I just feel like a lot of people I already interviewed, I had to get out the way. Like, I mostly did the people I feel like I had to do for the city. You know what I'm saying?
What is one of your favorite ones? I know you sit and you ride with somebody, you have an intimate conversation. What's one of your favorite ones as far as just you gaining knowledge of some stuff you didn't know about the game?
Man, George Lopez, of course.
I was gonna say that George one. You know, we had George too, and you went further in depth in some of the questions that I want to ask.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh, Ben, I'm glad he asked that.
Yeah.
I was able to get that out of that.
And then I realized, after I did my shit, I seen, damn, y'all did them. Like, y'all pretty much did everybody. I'm pretty sure I seen it at that time when it came out, but y'all literally have done everybody. But I try not to watch y'all shit before I do mine. You know what I'm saying? But man, like George Lopez, Sean Cotton, Half Pint was a good one, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like a lot of them, bro. Like, it's hard to, because even some people on the smaller level got better stories, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Lil Fendi from Austin, that's one I dropped recently. He on the come up, but he moved and had a 9-to-5. Didn't even come to the city in Austin to rap, but now he one of the top rappers in the city. He wasn't even rapping at the time like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like different little stories, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to pick one.
One of my favorite ones was when you asked Lil Ronnie about, you know, because Lil Ronnie, Get Money Lil Ronnie she's such a cool nigga, right?
Yeah.
And like you said, Yayo's the one that's kind of rowdy.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like you asked him something about like what happens when he gets to beef and then you have to ride with him, you know. Let me ask you this, man, because I consider you're in the media, you know what I'm saying? And now there's a Dallas versus Houston, people say, or Go Yayo versus TSF, quote unquote. Number one, I didn't see that coming. I think, you know, I hate it for the city because I fuck with Hood Fame, I fuck with TSF. It's like almost like, damn, like, you know what I mean? It's damn, it's fractured. But what do you think this is gonna do to Texas music scene?
Man.
Especially with the whole Yayo disc.
It's hard for me to say, but to be honest, okay, I'm gonna take you through my emotions about it day by day, cause this shit been changing every day.
That's true.
So at first, when I seen the No Quiz record, I was like, I don't know if I like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, for one, they made some of the best music together, period. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
Like, Rap What I Live is my favorite song. That's probably Yayo's best hook. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's so many I didn't like it. And then me having personal relationships with different cats, I know that's a big market for them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that hurts. Like, Houston is a big market for anybody. That's a big ass city. So I didn't like it as a, you know, on some business shit. But then as it progressed, because I know it's deeper than music. Like, somebody has died already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can understand that even though I didn't like it. But then I go further. And I'm like, okay, now it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of eyes are on us. You know, everybody impressions are up, everybody views, the blogs are eating off the shit, everybody winning, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody up.
So as long as it can stay entertaining, some shit good gonna happen. But me feeling like that shit really is far-fetched to believe that it's, because it's so public at this point. So I would hope it can make some good-ass songs out of this, and some good ass music, and some people get signed, and people get more exposure, and we could leave it at that, or just leave it in the streets and don't mix. I don't understand the mixing with the internet and the streets.
We could never understand it. Yeah. It just seems to be like the thing for today, you know what I'm saying? And I think Dallas, definitely DFW, knows that controversy sells. Yeah. So I want to ask you, man, as far as just your outlook on the DFW music scene as a whole. Yeah. Let's just say from 5 years ago to today, just your outlook on the music scene as a whole.
Yeah, man. If you think about, like, I say the 2015, 2016 era when you had Mo 3 and Go Yayo really jumping this off again. Like, we had a little dry spell. Those are two people I feel like reignited this flame. You know what I'm saying? That we have. Yeah, you got I mean, it's beautiful, man. It's diverse. My only thing that I hate about it is it's so scattered. Like, it's so many artists popping out here, but the world don't realize they all from Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. I mean, that's
and I
so
don't know.
many.
I don't know what exactly that is. Maybe because we don't have a hub or a main label here to where they are the flagship. But because you got other labels signing them and grabbing them, so I don't know. I really hate that part, man. I can name like 20 artists that sign, doing numbers, or not signing, doing numbers or doing shows. But nobody knows, like, damn, all them people from Dallas, like, it could be like in Atlanta or Houston.
I say, how big do you think if every artist that's popping out of Dallas, wherever they're at in the world, did a festival here in Dallas? How big do you feel that'd be? Just the people that popped out the city.
We can compete with any city, any market. I think we could go artist for artist. You name any market, you name an artist you think is big, except for maybe like, we don't have a Kendrick. But shit, we got
we got Bobby Sessions, but he's not Kendrick.
He's not Kendrick.
Bobby Sessions. But we got to match that, we can pull him out. You know what I'm saying?
He not as big as Kendrick.
We're gonna pull out Post Malone on that nigga, bro.
Yeah,
he not as big.
Nah, for real.
Hey, let me ask you this, man. Kaash Paige, man, like, I love her music, bro.
Man, y'all heard the new album?
Yes,
Teenage
bro.
Fever?
Yeah, she's fire, bro. Like,
shout out Kaash Paige. Friends, that's my favorite record. I play that every day.
I look at like Kaash Paige and Lil Loaded, right? It seems like they circumvented the whole system.
Exactly.
Like, how did that happen, bro? You know what I'm saying? You being, a younger blogger probably, I'm sure you're tapped in and tuned in. I feel like I just watched them go from they had a video and all of a sudden they were signed. Like, it didn't seem like they had Say Cheese or nobody, no blog really on them. They just kind of were signed.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Say Cheese had something to do with both of those. You know that, right?
Yeah. I know he's behind both of them.
Yeah.
Right?
But
he kept it so low key, you wouldn't just know offhand.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. So those are the good stories I like to hear, to where you didn't have to have 1 million followers and a million videos out. Like, those stories still exist where your talent can cut through. That's all it was, literally.
Yeah.
And sometimes at time, me being even close to some situations, I can't see it with my naked eye, like, how this gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
But it works. Like, those stories still exist. That's why artists gotta keep going, because if you make quality music, somebody could take you from here and just walk you over there. You know what I'm saying?
So how big do you feel relationships play into an artist's success?
It's 90%.
90%. Say that again.
It's 90%. If you ain't just rich, and even if you rich, you could be a rich asshole or a rich ass lame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's 90%, bro. Like, especially now that I'm in media and I see what part we play and I see my relationships prior, how it helped me.
Yeah.
Some relationships I still kept. I bet y'all so big, I bet y'all don't even know I've been on y'all show before.
Yeah, wonderful.
Lace down.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I met y'all, let me think, was this 6 years ago? Or let me think. It might have been 4 years ago. The Black Lives Matter rally. I'm one of the people that was sitting on here.
Oh, that's hard.
And I met y'all on North Park when we was marching and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop that link in below just so they'll know. Because I remember that I was here for that. Damn, that's why. It was a lot of y'all. It was a lot of y'all. And I remember we got Brother Show to somebody back in afterwards. Nah, that's love for real.
That's real.
So let's talk about that. Police brutality, a lot of the crazy shit has happened in Dallas. We had Botham John, who got shot here in Dallas. We had Fort Worth situations happen. We've had a lot of police brutality that actually hit home. We had a guy kill cops out here in the city. Yeah. Where do you think this is going? Where do you think it's all headed? You know what I'm saying?
I be trying to not to get discouraged thinking about this shit. Even just like to hindsight to think of where I was with it 4 years ago with the Alton Sterling. That's what we was here for and shit. That's what sparked that and what sparked the emotion of me to even be out there and meet you and be here. All of that. To think about that and where I am now, like 4 years later, I'm not on no more shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, it's just like so discouraging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You do have a platform, though, if ever there's a message, that's one thing that we have to use more often. Just, when you can use your platform. I know people are there for entertainment, but sometimes they got to be educated too.
Real talk.
And that's one thing I think people get from your platform.
Yeah.
I am curious though. Have you had a situation where somebody got in nervous with you, riding with you, like?
Man, I feel like, to be honest, the only time I felt like that Man, I'm gonna say 2 situations where people might have been nervous. Okay, it was one time, and it really didn't pick up on camera like I thought it would, but it was a situation where I gotta go back and have pint video. I was damn near finna pull out on somebody too early. He was just looking. I was at an intersection and there was a lot of shit going on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you could tell he might have been looking. Like while I'm looking, he might be looking too, shit. Like at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Where do you be headed, bro? Do you just
Man, it depends, bro. And that's one thing, shit. It's like, man, I don't even know if I want to keep pulling up in niggas' hoods and shit like that.
Right. Hey,
I try just to go to wherever the least police is at. Like I got a little radar in my head where I feel like police are.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That would be some throw shit, bro.
If
you got roll with a big ass artist, bro, keep all that shit in there. Keep all that in there.
I done thought about all kind of scenarios that'll go viral. I ain't gonna lie. If my shit break down, I'm gonna keep that shit rolling. You know what I'm saying? That's real life shit. You know what I'm saying?
If you could get sponsored by any car, you know what I'm saying? They were like, hey, man, hey, we fuck with you. Man, that's what's going to end up happening. You do know that, right?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, hey, why you bullshitting? I'm low-key like in the works with some shit like that.
No, hey, some of the most fire shit would be if you got sponsored by Tesla, my nigga. And you rolling up and that bitch driving by itself?
Yeah.
For at least, for even 3 minutes, nigga gonna be like, what the fuck this nigga?
Bro, eventually
that
I'm
nigga
not
rolling
gonna
up the whole time, nigga. Then left. I'm like,
eventually I'm not gonna be driving. You know what I'm saying? That's probably where it's going.
Nah, for real.
PJ. Hey,
for real. Niggas brought that up too. That's funny.
That's all. Hey, if you had the chance, man, to go ahead, take the PJ to Tekashi's house, man, pick him up, and go on get the one-on-one exclusive. You fucking with it?
Y'all do a Tekashi interview before I answer that?
Let's touch on this. All right. We had this discussion, you know what I'm saying? And some of us are split to do it or don't fuck with the snitch, don't fuck with the rat. I'm gonna speak for me. I would do it. Yeah, exactly. It's a joke. I would do the Tekashi interview, but I wouldn't sugarcoat no shit. I'll hit him with like, why the fuck, my nigga? Like, because he does make the excuse of why he did it. Yeah. But you got to go deeper as far as, you got to be prepared to kind of, because Tashi, he's a loud nigga. So it's like, you got to be prepared to kind of counter what he's saying because he broke a lot of codes, like in general. Yeah. But I do believe a nigga has to tell his side. And I would backdoor with whoever's, his shoddy, his baby mama. I'm like, all y'all come speak.
I wouldn't personally do it, but let me ask you. And that's only because all the black media banded together to say, no, we're not finna tolerate the shit.
The Shade Room just did that.
Yeah, that's what I say, with the exception of niggas. But let me ask, the real question is, if you were to interview him, do you think your integrity of your platform would suffer?
Man,
that is the real question.
I ain't no street nigga, bro. I'm gonna just keep it as a G with you. I'm not a street dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with police either, so I don't know what that means. But like, I don't call the police most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
So would you do it?
So that, I feel, I would do it because I'm not a street nigga.
Wait. So you, I see now, we in the building. You saying you gonna do the driver's seat with the
Oh yeah, see now.
Security in the back, like everybody bunched up, 6 niggas in the back.
I'm definitely.
Nigga, I would not.
But you're gonna be secure with Tekashi though, shit.
I would not be doing no kind of driving through no hoods.
It's gonna be.
For real, nigga.
It's gonna be hella whips around there. You know he bulletproofed up.
I said nigga peel out with the cop in the passenger side.
Yeah, we not gonna be driving on that one. We gonna be in something presidential.
Yeah. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I saw you like post some interviews right after COVID hit. It's like it's a whole quarantine going on. And y'all niggas just in there like, nigga, COVID don't exist. I'm like.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got like, my archive is thick, bro. Like, I just was blessed to work so hard a long time ago. I don't know if that hurt me or not, but I got so many interviews. And I did a tour, like, around the nation. So I got so many interviews, bro, that I haven't even dropped yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I only shot 2 interviews during COVID.
That's real. I mean, you made it seem like you was.
And one of those was Big Ant. So that was how recent one of them was, you know what I'm saying? The other one, niggas paying now, so shit.
So what is so 2020 to 2021 and further and beyond? you know, you got your podcast going. Like I said, I feel it's super underrated. Y'all go run this man's subscribers and views up. This nigga got some of the hardest interviews in the city.
My
Very
shit
different.
it's so niche. I feel like my shit's so niche. So I'm not worried about the numbers right now, but they are getting where they supposed to be. You know
I ain't gonna lie. I did see a copycat nigga pop up and like I think it was a white boy in Detroit or somewhere.
For real?
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm to get on his ass.
mind you, I went to his page to see he started after you. I'm like, oh, so you know, you got them
people,
niggas that they inspired by you.
A few people been sending me shit. I ain't gonna lie. A few people.
I seen that shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
So shit, it's gonna niggas. I gotta pay homage, man. Shit, I already, man. I ain't gonna say too much, but y'all gonna see who the originator of this shit is. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So for those, you know what I'm saying, trying to tune in and trying to tap in with your platform, is there a way they can get on there, or is it like just protocol? You got to pick it. Like, what's your process?
Man, it's kind of tough. Like, okay, I had a list going into this shit of the people I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like adding and subtracting every day, but it's like I really been trying to stick to my list. Like, I want everybody on that list, and then it's like I fuck with the next level. But I did, like, a lot of local artists, or you could say smaller names, was hitting me up when I first started, and I didn't want to compromise what I was trying to do. Like, I'm not just trying to take money and here you get on here. I wanted to get the people I want to get first. But what I did to try to satisfy both, I did a little tour. I went to 7 cities, you know what I'm saying, 5 states. So I went to two other cities in Texas. Shit, I got local artists from those cities, so I felt like it was a balance. You know what I'm saying? I still haven't put a lot of those out, but shit, I just don't want to be a money grabber right now. I still want to tell those good stories, get the history and shit in there, and then eventually, you know, I have been taking money here and there for payments, but I just want to pay Dallas the homage and really show the history and the foundation, tell them stories.
Right. Yeah, you're doing it right for real.
Real
I mean, like I said, your shit is of such quality. I haven't seen a bad interview yet, so I would know. Like, okay, this, you know, I can see this one might be a. No.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. So for real.
Yeah.
For real.
That shit funny.
Now, I do want to ask you, as far as, you know, who would you love to have in the driver's seat and why? As far as it's always been Erykah Badu to come here and sit down for a few hours.
Are you talking about DFW or anybody?
Not just anybody. Just,
okay. Because somebody asked me this before, but I never put it out when they asked me that shit. But mine is actually Michael Larry Dyson. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow, yeah.
And then a top person with that, I ain't gonna lie to you, would be Pastor Haynes. If y'all know who that is,
Definitely, definitely shout out Pastor
West, So.
What would you say if Dyson was with you, then he rolled out the window, holler at a white girl?
You said he want to holler at a white girl?
What would you say? Yeah, he's married to a black girl. I really don't know. But what would you say if he just rolled it down and
I'd be like she thick, huh? Out here and shit. Hey, shit be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think you could be pro-black and be married to a white woman?
It's crazy because I was just looking at my memories on Facebook and I said that shit. Like, is it possible? But I'm sure you can be. Let me put it this way, because I said it years ago on my memories and I feel the same way. I'm sure you can be, but I just don't see why you would want to be with, if you are pro-black, I don't see why you would want to be with anything other than a black or brown woman, you know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, man. Like,
me personally.
I could argue nigga down like, what the fuck? But that's a whole nother story.
I'm sure there's somebody out there with the exception to the rule, but I don't know.
I'm sure.
I don't know.
Have you ever had someone tell you pull over and get something to eat real quick, or y'all just
You said pull up and what?
Get something to eat while y'all recording? Just
get something to eat? Not Kaash Paige.
Kaash, she hogging at me.
I kind of damn near think the whole interview was to go get something to eat. Shit.
You seen the drive?
Hey, man, pull up, let's do
Yeah.
Nigga, take Scooby Bubba Granny house right quick, man.
That's one of the most monumental interviews. That's a monumental interview because that's the only interview where I'm like going the wrong way, like a few times. You know what I'm saying? And she was navigating me. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, like I say, man, your platform dope as fuck, man. I learn every time I listen to your interviews, I learn something from it, man. I think that is an important skill to have, man. You definitely I think you're one of the top interviews out here for sure.
Nah, I appreciate that, bro. From some legends and OGs to just acknowledge me, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit mean a lot, bro. Cause I ain't even been doing it a year yet. You know what I'm saying? Coming up on about a year, but And I'm still fresh, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching y'all. When y'all started, like 2012 maybe?
Man, it's been a while. We went from we went from rapping to doing a radio show.
I feel like I've been watching y'all shit for a long time, bro, before I even started.
And there's so many new bloggers now, you know what I'm saying? I love, you know, the fact that it's like, it feels like we have our like some media coverage now. But what do you think about like the actual bloggers and themselves getting into it? What do you think about that?
Man, that shit is some bullshit, bro. Like, but at the same time, it's just, I don't know, bro. Like, that shit petty and keep me out that shit because we not the same, bro. Like, I ain't even in competition with nobody, bro. Like, I feel like everybody got their own shit.
Right.
Like, I do be feeling like friendly competition. I said that, like, damn, y'all get an interview before me? Fuck, I don't even want to do that whole now. Like, for real. That's how I feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want the best interviews, the best quality. And I feel like my shit different. Yeah. Like, I was disappointed in y'all, bro. I'm going to keep it G on camera.
Now, please, go ahead.
Y'all did not know. And that classic The Row interview, y'all didn't know.
Yeah.
Young Nation was signing The Row, bro.
Yeah, I personally did not know that. And the reason I would say I didn't know that, and DeRoe explained it, he purposely moved behind the scenes on a lot of stuff. So if you're not looking for the information or it don't come across you, you might not know.
Bro, that shit
because
was pretty
he made so
damn
many
public,
moves.
bro. That shit was
No. After he said, he's like, oh shit, you start looking at all the songs they did together, everything that they were doing together, videos, like, oh, that makes sense. I know they fucked with each other, but when he said manage, I'm like, I did not see that.
That hindered both of their careers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean.
And why would you sign to a rapper that you hotter than? You know what I'm saying?
It's like,
but
I feel
get
like,
it.
Like at the time, you got to look at the landscape of the city.
I get it.
To me, the landscape of the city was.
You're a rapper. You wouldn't sign to DeRoe.
Right, I was like.
No.
Ice cream paint job?
No.
Like the landscape of the city, no one really blew like that yet. So it's like, it was still wide open.
He was the only
Young Nation was bigger than DeRoe.
But technically, it was wide open still on a national, international level. It was still wide open for anyone to blow
I
from
think
the
the
city.
only records he made with them is that he gave them a Mike Will. I give him that.
Yeah.
They got a Mike Will that I forgot exactly what it was. And I don't want to know if I might be wrong. He might have gave him that Charlie Boy.
Oh yeah, no, that was lit too.
So that was a big boost. But other than that, come on, man.
Yeah, nah.
Who else out the city do you think didn't make it that should have made it?
You say what now?
Who out the city, DFW, do you think didn't make it but should have made it?
Man. Trey D is my favorite of all time.
Shout out Trey.
That just, oh my God. I feel like he the most underrated rapper in DFW history, you know what I'm saying? And that's so weird for me to say.
Nah, that's facts.
For people, but he's the one that, like that discouraged me as a rapper. I was like, damn, Trey D didn't make it. He didn't just have Gutter Bitch to me because I was listening to his catalog.
Yeah.
A lot of people just not know him for that Gutter Bitch, but he had records even after that popular. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's facts.
and he just was it's the wrong deals, it's getting in the wrong hands.
Yeah, do you feel like sometimes it's really just mismanagement or poor management or just because I look at a situation like, a Duffy having Enchanting, right?
Yeah.
And then, that didn't really go where it's supposed to go, but then you see, boom, Enchanting under Gucci, and it seems
like it's always somebody before what you see. Somebody gonna get you there.
Yeah, that's facts.
I don't know why it's like that, but the first, like, you know what I'm saying? You just got to take it for what it is, and hopefully you get something out of the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Now, would you do a Tory Lanez interview, and would you cut him any slack?
That situation is touchy, and I have stayed away from it. It's crazy. It's because it's like so much shit is sensationalism, and then if I say now that I said that, I ain't protecting black women, so
Yeah. I feel you on that.
it's just bullshit. I don't know.
So let's touch on you being manager. You have artists under your belt.
Yeah.
Who are some of the artists you work with?
Man, some shit I gotta keep under wraps a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
some
cool.
Shit
That's
I gotta
cool.
keep under wraps, but
let's just say you are doing the
I am fucking with somebody. I got relationships and shit. I'm always looking for. It's a lot of people I got relationships for. A lot of people I do shit for just because I want to see them win. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard.
And then shit, if you paying attention and shit, you probably see it your damn self. Go on pushing and shit. And I hope we just grow and get it together, man. Like I'm just trying to show that I'm a genius at this shit because it's really music is my passion. But creating, like I feel like in the future it'll be even more like documentaries and storytelling. I'm getting more into I got shit in the already archive. Like I got shit. I'm telling y'all, I got a lot of shit.
That's what's up. Could you see yourself signing a label deal, or you just want to keep it independent?
Oh yeah, I could do a label deal. That's the only type of deal, you know what I'm saying, or some distribution type of shit. But yeah, I think we got what we need, like as far as a lot of people I'm dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You know, and I was gonna ask as far as where do you see, just even as far as your the driver's seat in the next year or so, but we already talked about it, man. The pilot seat, that's
yeah.
nigga, them goals, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like nigga the SUV to a bus to a
Oh yeah.
we pilot seat, you know what I'm saying, and doing some we doing a whole different jug with that.
People it's crazy because people done made it their own thing, and I done heard that before, you know what I'm saying? And I done heard all kind of shit, but I got a different shit. It just grows into its own thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I be having so many ideas as I go.
Yeah, man.
So it's gonna evolve, and I never know what it'll be. You know what I'm saying?
There you go, man. As far as just for the rest of 2020 going into 2021, what can we expect from you? What you got lined up, man?
Yeah, shit. Like you say, I'm working with Keeping It G, one of the top 5 rappers in Texas for Shit Show.
Yeah.
Y'all see song.
Yeah.
So we just gonna keep pushing that shit. I'm gonna keep dropping this content, you know what I'm saying? Trying to drop. At one point I was dropping every day. I'm trying to get back to that. And shit, for Shit Show every week something coming, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Driver Seat Podcast, look for that on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? We just
But yeah.
we going audio. I wanna get to a certain amount of episodes. I haven't decided. You know what I'm saying? But once I get to that magic number, I feel like then I'm going audio. I'm trying to figure out the right platform, you know what I'm saying? To make sure I monetize it and own the shit. But shit, yeah, man, I'm just keep growing, keep repping the D everywhere I go, you know what I'm saying? And shit, cause I just don't feel like shit, man. I'm outside the city doing this shit too, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it G.
Yeah, and for those that do want to follow you personally, follow the platform outside of YouTube, go and tell them all the social medias that you fuck with.
Yeah, Dee Dee Kay already. That's 2 W's, no L's. Dee Dee Kay already. That's some Texas shit if you didn't know. And you pretty much get. I asked people if they wanted me to start a new. I took a survey on my shit, see if they wanted me to start a new Instagram. They said keep it on there, so that's why I didn't change the name or nothing. I wanted to, but the people, so I'm gonna just rock with it like that for now. You know what I'm saying? It's under my name and shit. But even if you type in the Driver Seat Podcast, it'll still come up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go, man. You got any shout outs you want to give?
Oh yeah, man, shit. It's crazy.
On the spot, you know this was coming, goddamn it, man.
It's crazy because I asked people that. That's funny. That shit funny.
I wasn't prepared. Let me pull out the list, goddamn.
Yeah, man, shit. Shout out everybody grinding, man, for real. Like we gonna get it out the mud, like. Everybody gonna win, bro. DFW, just stay down, man. Stay out the way. Hey, keep positivity, man. Keep this shit entertaining. Keep this shit out the streets. We don't want nobody to die like nowhere, man. Shout out Big Who and H-Town TSF. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my best interviews too. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Who, man.
Yeah.
Well, definitely, man. It's a blessing, like I say, to just watch your grind. You say we inspired you, man. You inspire us, man. Seeing things like that. That's one reason we even want to reach out because, to see that, it gives the city light, and that's all we want. Our only mission early on was let's just turn the city up. Like Dallas is, we as good as Houston, Atlanta, LA, Houston,
Real
Miami.
Talk.
We
and
just as good. We just need the light.
After talking to you before the shit and seeing it, it's like, damn, I see that you passionate about this. Like you care about it.
Yeah, man.
That'd be the thing for me where when I don't like certain platforms, if they don't really give a fuck about it. Like if I could tell you don't really just love this shit, I don't even want to really watch your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. No, we in it for the mud.
Say, man, DFW as a whole, man, we working our ass off.
Yeah. Everybody keep going, bro. And y'all
This bitch finna be.
do y'all research, man. All the names, all the producers.
Low key, we turning up overnight on it, boy.
Oh yeah, producers, all of that shit.
Man. Oh yeah, nah, for real, man. The ground is rich out here. The ground is rich out here, man. But you already know what it is, man. Dee Dee Kay, the driver's seat, man. You already know what it is. Look for big things coming from this man.
Yeah.
He finally on the couch, man. You are a real life street star, man.
Man, new
Salute.
too.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move it. Hey.